Good morning, then, folks. Yeah, thanks a lot. You've done the first part. Now we're on to idea development. This is your 11 till 1 session on developing concepts. So let's crack straight off. Should be quite a fun little tasks that I've got for you today. It's all about the development of when you've got an idea, when you've got a finished product. How can you develop it? How else can you show what you've created in its in a creative sense? We'll have a little look and see what we can come up with. The picture on the front, this one is a brand toolkit. So this kind of answers one of the questions I'm going to be asking you. Have a little look at it, see what you think to it. Wonder what it might be. Okay, cool. Right, so we are week 9, as you know. This is the second week of the playing cards task. 9th to 11th to 13th to 11th, playing cards. All the work that I've seen this week has been fantastic. Everything that I've seen in class has been so good. I've been really pleased to see everything that you're doing. As always, I'm going to be in the chat on this, but I am also open to meetings. If anybody wants to have a video meeting with me to have a discussion rather than writing it down in a DM, I'm more than happy to meet with all of you. I might start doing some meetings on the main general chat, so give me a shout if you think this would be a good idea. Okay then, right, so as always folks, please stay on task and stay for the entire session. Ask for help if needed via the chat function. I'll get to it as soon as possible. Sign the register post at the top of your group window. If I'm talking, you need 100% of your attention. Keep all your conversation relevant and keep them to the replies of each slide. Don't start new conversations. Make the most of your time in each session and back up all your work all the time every evening to either a Google your own Google Drive, to your own Google folder, to your own OneDrive. Back it up somewhere. Make sure that you've got a backup of your files. Okay, today is about developing the understanding of style within graphic design and originality. You all must create a piece based on the design style of your playing cards. You should create a piece based on the design style of your playing cards to a merit standard. And you could, if you push yourself, create multiple pieces based on the design style of your playing cards with creativity, imagination and flair. These are what I want to be seeing. This is what I want to be seeing hitting your blogs. A design style poster and branding toolkit all will become clear. Okay, first of all, 5 minutes folks. What do you think we mean by a branding toolkit? If I go back to this page here, you can pause the video. What do you think this means? What do you think a branding toolkit is? Okay, you have 5 minutes on this starting now. Smashing, thank you very much for that folks. Okay, so our assessment criteria for this session for all your design workshops is A1.2, exploring and developing problem solving skills. Your pass is generally competent and adequate. If you complete the work, if you get everything in, then that's fantastic. That is what we're looking for. We're looking for everybody to hit the pass. Some of you are going to be working towards the merit, the clear and effective, which is the sound use of idea generation, all that sort of great stuff. You can read it there completely clearly, and a few of you might be looking towards hitting the distinctions. I wouldn't worry about going hitting this far at this earlier stage, but I think everybody's working generally to the pass and merit standard at the moment, which is really great to see. Very few of you are falling underneath the into the U limited and insufficient category at the moment. Basically, if you complete the work you're doing everything that we're asking you to do, then there's no reason why you shouldn't be receiving a pass unless something goes horrifically wrong. Okay, 7 minutes. Right, safeguarding. We've been having a chat about safeguarding this week. I'd like to conclude that with, what do we mean by a stereotype? What stereotypes are common in society, and what are the dangers of judgment and stereotype? Please send your answers through to the chat function with me as soon as possible. Thank you very much. Okay, artist research. This is the first task that I'm asking you to do. For the first task, I'd like you to find 3 pieces of artwork that has a similar style to your playing cards you are designing. So, if you think about what your playing cards are starting to look like, the sort of area that you're going, have a little look on Pinterest for other playing cards and other playing card styles. If you can't find any that's of a similar style, if you're either not looking hard enough or you're just so original that you're unbelievable, which is I'm more than happy for that. If that is the case, then please just find other 3 playing card styles that you find are inspirational. Okay, these should help and inform you and work as progressive inspiration in your design. So progressive inspiration is, so when you're working and creating pieces of graphic design, your research doesn't stop. Research isn't like a finite thing. So research doesn't just come in at the very start and then it's like, right, that's all the research done, carry on to the development. Your research may progress as you go along. If you're looking for a certain element of design, so say you're doing your playing cards, but you want to, you're not happy with, say, how the hearts in the corner or the spades in the corners are looking. Maybe you want something different. Then you go back and do a bit more research for a certain specific element. So have a little look. So what you do in that case, you go back and research these things, see what you can find, see what inspires you out there. So this is what we call progressive inspiration. So progressive inspiration should seek to be ongoing research throughout your design. If you haven't begun work on your playing card finals yet, just please find 3 pieces of art that can be used as inspiration for your design. Okay, so 10 minutes, have a little look. If you find the first 3 that come along, then I don't think you're looking hard enough. I think you should manage your time well enough for artist research. You know, you're thinking, right, this is going to take 10 minutes, so maybe I might look on Pinterest for 5 minutes, maybe I might look on Behance for 5 minutes. Find 3 that have similar styles to your playing cards. Okay, 10 minutes on this, starting now. Right, okay, let's move on. We're looking at branding toolkits today. Let's have a look at some billboard posters. Look at how they use their brand's branding toolkit. Now, branding toolkits could be everything that they use as tropes. So everything that they use in their design style. So this company, kentshow.co.uk, I have no idea what it is. It's probably, it says a county show. So I'm guessing it's some sort of event that's being put on. We can look and we can see a font. This font is being used in the word kentshow.co.uk here, and it's also being used up in the Kent. They've got this specific colour. This specific colour is used, the dark green, is used in 3 or 4 different locations. This is part of their branding toolkit. The light green is used. They used a second font in this as well. And they also use logos, little logos dotted about the place. So there's a logo in the bottom left, there's a logo in the bottom right. These might be linked to other people, but for this poster, these are part of the branding toolkit. What a branding toolkit actually is say you're McDonald's. If you're wanting a graphic designer to create you a poster, McDonald's has a specific colour of yellow and a specific colour of red. You don't just say to them, right, we want it yellow and red, because there's millions of different yellows and there's millions of different reds. So you'd have a specific colour in mind. You'd also have a specific font. That they use. So if they're wanting to create a poster for you, then they must use this specific font. Perhaps they've licensed this font in the past, and this is the font that all of everything they produce appears in. So basically, also it's also like little logos, little symbols that they've included themselves. Absolutely everything to do with someone like McDonald's is part of branding. There's nothing in McDonald's that is not branded specifically to them. So the branding toolkit is everything that goes to making up a brand's poster. So if like I said in the case of McDonald's, you could go to one graphic designer and say, look, this is our branding toolkit, this is what we want you to use, create a poster. And then they create one for you, but you find that they're really expensive. So next time you want to go to a different graphic designer. You don't want them to have to try and guess what your font is. You don't want them to have to guess what your logos are. Branding toolkit should include all this. Let's have a look at a few more examples. So Corona Extra. Corona, great name for a beer at this time of the year. So we see this word extra carries this very sort of like Old English font, really. I think it's called a black letter font, this. But then it also carries these colours. Like we said, with the little logo for Corona Extra, you see there's the crown on the bottle, and the crown is also reflected in the poster above. You've got a few different fonts here. The Los and the Tenemos Algo is one different font, and also Refresca Como Somos, whatever that means. I do not know. I do apologise. My Spanish isn't really up to much. And Latinos is in a different font to that, so we're looking almost probably like a Helvetica Bold for that, something along them lines. And then so this is all. These are 3 different fonts that will go into the branding toolkit of Corona Extra. Also, you might find that this colour in the background is something that appears on additional Corona Extra posters. So look at some more. Something like this. Autocare. Autocare, they've got in the bottom left, you've got like a great logo there that's attributed to it. Autocare in itself has got its own logo, and this colour is reflected. So this colour, specific colour, is part of their brand toolkit. This font might be part of their brand toolkit. And then you see the www.autocareuk.com and also the UK's most comprehensive garage network are in different fonts. So if I was creating a brand toolkit for this, I would include pictures of the logo so that somebody would know what logo it is that we want to create. I'd also include the name of the font and the weight of the font. Is it bold? Is it italic? What sort of point size do we generally use? And I'd also include this font. So what font will we have for additional text? So additional text font, and then give them the name of this font. Like we said, McDonald's. Nothing about McDonald's isn't branded. This I do apologise. I do not know the country of origin of this language. This I would not want to guess at it just for fear of offence. But saying that, we know it's McDonald's. We've got the golden M. This M is a major logo. It's their logo that's part of their brand toolkit. This McCafe, another logo that's associated with McDonald's. So McDonald's don't just have the one logo. McDonald's, as the whole business, has the golden arches, but they also use things like the McCafe, which is a logo in itself. You know, McCafe doesn't give you details of what's inside the cup. What's beneath does. Hot chocolate tells you what's inside the cup, but McCafe is like a sub logo for the company. They will, in the branding toolkit, they will definitely have the colour yellow, whatever this yellow is, and they may even have whatever colour this is in the background, and that would be stated in the brand toolkit if they ever wanted another graphic designer to do something, a billboard poster for their coffee. Subway, God, I'm sorry, this poster is so blurry. Yeah, it's not your eyes, it is me, but all the same. This green, very, very specific to Subway posters. The yellow on the logo, very, very specific. And then you've got this font that runs throughout. This font is not, they've not just said to a graphic designer, pick any font that you like. This font is one that is very specific to Subway posters, and this will be part of their brand toolkit. Some posters are more controversial and come under fire, as you'll see in 1 second. Yeah, just take these in. I can see that some of you may be smirking at these, but these are absolutely 100% real. These appeared around Long Eaton. So if any of you are from Long Eaton, yeah, thanks for these. But these do carry a brand toolkit. So Fit for Less, that is their logo. They've got that definitely there. That is part of their brand toolkit. This pink that is on both posters, this will be part of their brand toolkit, and also this font. So the font will be on their brand toolkit. I think that these quite shocking, to be fair, for Jim. And yeah, please, if you become graphic designers and you get asked to do a job like this, pass it on to somebody else. Whoever the graphic designer was for these is not going to really be favourable if they put this in their portfolio for future work, believe me. Okay, so 45 minutes now, folks. Please create me at least one billboard poster that can be used to advertise your playing cards. So the playing cards that you're creating, what I want is a poster. What I want is a poster that is the dimensions have got to be landscape. So you'll see there's different shapes, different sizes. As long as it's landscape, then it should be able to fit as a billboard poster. So what I'd like you to do is that your poster has to do is be landscape and used to advertise your playing cards. Have a think about what font you are going to use, what weight of font, what point size is the font, and what specific colour palette are you going to use. So even if you haven't done your final design yet, maybe put in a placeholder image or something that you want your design to look like. If you're nowhere near having completed, please use a different card design. But then at a later date, when you have finished your final design, please swap this over so that you have a brand toolkit for your billboard poster. After we have done this, so what font are you going to use, what weight of the font, what point size, what specific colour. After this, please create a brand. Oh right, okay, sorry, I beg your pardon. I shouldn't have put after that. Okay, so now create at least one billboard poster that can be used to advertise your playing cards. 45 minutes starting now, folks. Thank you. Okay, now we've done that. That's great. Thank you very much. After you finish your poster, please create a brand toolkit for your playing card poster. So what I want to know is which font you've used, the weight of the font, the point size. So is it 12 point, is it 20 point, something like that, and any icons you use and any colours you use. And your brand toolkit should be laid out and look something like this. So at the top would have a logo. If you created a logo, put it in on the side so that we see like standard logo. You may have a different logo, but any logos go in the top. Then the next, we have the brand colour palette. So whatever colours you've used, if you could try and find out the specific colour, or at least just put an example of the colour swatch that you've used in the brand colour palette there, that'll be perfect. And in the typography, give me an idea. A little bit more than what's said here actually. I'd like to know the name of the font, and I'd also like to know the weight of it. So is it bold? Is it semi-bold, regular or light? This sort of thing. And also in this part, tell me what the general point sizes are. So we look which font you use, the weight of the font, the point size, any icons and colours. Okay, so 45 minutes begins now. In addition, if you want to stretch and challenge yourself, finish early, please try creating additional posters for using your same brand toolkit. So 45 minutes begins now, go. Thank you, folks. Okay, plenary, please tell me what we've done today. Still a load of you not giving me plenaries, and I need them. Please, folks. Okay, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next session.